is, what should the U.S. government do right now? Should the U.S. military be deployed? Should the tribal areas of Pakistan be wiped out and the rats killed in there once and for all? Should we nuke the tribal areas in Pakistan's wild man region and wipe out the terrorists once and for all? However, when you consider the fact that not all Muslims are terrorists, but all terrorists happen to be Muslim, and that the 19 hijackers who destroyed the Twin Towers and the Pentagon were Muslim, mainly from Saudi Arabia, we have a very real obligation to remember that place. They spit on Americans. They look at you with hatred if you're not wearing 14th to 15th century garb, and they spit on the ground. Now, the question is why Bush is bringing in so many of them. Isn't that the question?
Absolutely.
You'll have to ask the genius himself. Why would a nation that is as evolved as America and as liberal as America is socially want to bring in throwbacks who are living in the 15th century? Now, you have to ask yourself, what's the benefit? What is the societal benefit of bringing in throwbacks? Some of whom are no doubt terrorists, and some of whom are going to produce children who will become terrorists. Why would you want to bring them into the country? Isn't that common sense? A commonsensical question? Well, go ask George Bush. He may have an answer for it. Wife with you in a burqa. You know, when I see a woman walking around with a burqa, I see a Nazi. That's what I see. How do you like that? A hateful Nazi would like to cut your throat and kill your children. Don't give me this crap that they're doing it out of a sacred ritual or rite. It's not required by the Quran that a woman walk around in the 7th century drape. She's doing it to spit in your face. She's saying, you white moron, I'm going to kill you if I can. That's how I see it. What do you want me to do, mince words with you? I'm not going to mince words. We're too far gone in this country. You saw what they almost did to us with illegal immigration. We beat them only by the skin of our teeth. More Muslims. I think we should have more throwbacks brought in with burqas and things of that nature who refuse to adapt to America or do as Americans do. We need more of them in every community. As many as we can get, particularly young, disenfranchised males. That's what we realize. But when it comes to the wars, they mismanage this thing, not from the war perspective, but from the pacification. They've gone too mild, and they thought that the people were our friends, but what they don't know is when you're dealing with Arabs, there are no friends. They're old rug traders going back 1,000 years in that part of the world. Right now, one side is your friend, the other side is your enemy. The next day, they're both stabbing you in the back and picking your pockets. But I guess they don't teach you that at Yale. They teach you that all... And once again, the Arabs will be happy as they go back to their nomadic ways of cutting each other's throat. And all these accusations originated with the enemy themselves. Is that correct?
That is correct. 100%.
It's all coming from the Iraqi scum, and I'm going to say it like it is. The vermin we're fighting. The vermin we're fighting are accusing our Marines, and our Marines are now in the brig wearing shackles. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of the brainwashing about Islam and Muslims and the Quran. Shove it! Shove it all! I'm sick of it! Take the music off. These throwbacks think they're better than you underneath it all, and 90% of them are on welfare. Speak it out at the supermarket. Tell them what you think of Islam. Tell them what you think of Muslims. Say it on the supermarket line, and don't care what stares you get from those dumb idiots who are checking out behind you with their Cracker Jacks. I can see what it says in their book of hate. Make no mistake about it, the Quran is not a document of freedom. The Quran is a document of slavery and chattel. It teaches you that you are a slave. Don't tell me I need re-education. They need deportation. You can take CAIR and throw... Is showing to the psychotics in the Muslim world. They say, oh, there's 1 billion of them. I said, so kill 100 million of them. Then there'll be 900 million of them. I mean, would you rather die? Would you rather us die than them? I mean, what is it going to take for you people to wake up? Would you rather we disappear and we die? Or would you rather they disappear and they die? Because you're going to have to make that choice sooner rather